Hi there, welcome to Ask Amy. This week we're going to talk about prepayment and how to collect money from patients before treatment's actually rendered. I have to tell you a story. Back when I was working in a dental practice at the front desk and was first asked to do this, it scared me to death. We went to our first Brady meeting and I came back and our doctor said, okay, we can start collecting money ahead of time now. And I actually went home and told my husband, I think I'm going to have to find a new job because the dentist I work for wants me to actually collect money before we do treatment, and patients aren't going to do that. So I was scared to death, and where I was in my life at that point in time, we had just bought our first home, we had just had our first child, we were on a tight budget. I think we had something ridiculous like $13 a week left over after we bought groceries and diapers and formula and everything. So we had no extra income really. And I knew I couldn't do that. And so in my mind, I was thinking, how on earth are patients going to pay for treatment before it's actually rendered? And so that's where I was in my mindset. Well, our doctor was persistent. And, I would say, well, I forgot, or it just didn't work out, or they couldn't do it. And the reality was I was scared to ask. So, our doctor did a great job, was very encouraging, and sat down one day and said, let's just pick 2 patients a day. Just 2 patients a day to ask to prepay. And, you can pick who they are, Amy. You can, pick patients that like you, that, aren't going to chew your head off and spit it out when you ask them for money. And so I thought, okay, well, that's reasonable. So I began asking patients, I would pick 2 a day, and our doctor was very, again, persistent and holding me accountable, and asked in the morning huddle, who are you going to ask today to prepay? And so, you don't know always who's going to schedule or have treatment, but we had a pretty good idea. So I would pick the great patients, the ones that I wasn't afraid of. New patients were easy, so I'd always pick a new patient because they don't know any different, right? And so in my mind, those were the easy ones. Well, I had a new patient come in, that particular week. She needed 2 crowns. And so we scheduled that. I offered her the prepayment discount, asked her to prepay, and she did. It just so happened she was referred by her sister, who had been a longtime patient of ours. So I felt pretty good about myself. Okay, new patients, this is easy. It's those existing patients that are going to freak out if we ask them. So that afternoon I got a call, and it was from that new patient's sister who had referred her. And she was kind of up in arms. She said, I have a bone to pick with you. I sent my sister over to see you, and you gave her a discount. He said, I just had some work done here a couple of months ago, and you didn't give me a discount. And so at that moment, it hit me over the head that, okay, this is not something that we're inflicting upon our patients that's horrible. This is an opportunity that we're giving our patients to save money. And that was the point in time in which I made that paradigm shift and realized, okay, this is all right. And why wouldn't we give every single patient in our practice the opportunity to save some money? Again, it's not some horrible infliction. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys because I've sat in your seat and I know how it feels, and I know it's a little unnerving to try and collect money, but you've got to look at this as an opportunity. Focus on the benefit to the patient, and the benefit is you get to save some money. You don't have to come see me when you check out next week for your treatment. The money part is already squared away. It's a done deal. Now again, remember, prepayment is on the full amount, not just their portion. It's on the full amount, and it's not in addition to outside funding or something like that where you're already paying to offer that service. It is for cash or check, and it is at the time the treatment's scheduled. And so if you have a patient who says, gosh, that sounds really good, but I want to go check with my husband, or I don't have the right credit card with me, or whatever it is, at that point I would say, you know what, for you, we'll extend it until 5 o'clock today. And if you want to give me a shout with your credit card number or do an electronic check over the phone, if you have that capability, or run back by, we can certainly do that. Put it on a debit card over the phone, whatever is convenient and handy for them. Don't create another hoop for them to jump through. In other words, don't say, well, that's okay. As long as you come in 48 hours or 24 hours prior to your treatment, we'll still honor it. That, by the time you get to that point in time, they might not, be too excited about that. So The prepayment is when it is scheduled. That's when we honor that, not the day of treatment. Some of you are still doing that from what I discovered is, as long as they pay the day of treatment, they get the discount. Well, that kind of defeats the purpose of the discount, which is, to ensure that they are committed and are going to be at the appointment. So hope that helps you. I just wanted to share my experience with you because I completely understand where you guys are coming from and the challenges and the struggles you're having. So remember, it is an opportunity. It's an opportunity that we want to give all of our patients. See you next time.